Hi guys, it is Monday morning, so it is the start of a new weekly vlog. This is week 2 of the Owls Readathon, and on Saturday the Tome Topo Readathon starts. So I really need to get cracking when it comes to my reading. So for today, I want to try and finish Crooked Kingdom. I'm loving this so much. This is my first time reading Crooked Kingdom, but I have read Six of Crows before and the Grisha trilogy before, but now I'm rereading it all. So I'm loving this so much. I've got less than 200 pages left, so I think I can definitely knock this out today. I'm just loving it so much. It's so good. I'm also listening to the audiobook of Siege and Storm, so when I finish this, I will continue on with Ruin and Rising, and hopefully I would have finished all these books in time for when King of Scars comes, which I'm expecting to arrive in the mail this week. I am also in the middle of The Guild of Wolves, so I am 170 pages into this, so I'm nearly halfway. I'm gonna take my time with this because I'm not loving it. I actually picked up this morning Illuminate, which is another book that I'm going to be reading for the Owls Readathon. So today's priority are these two. I'm hoping to get both of these done today. That would be awesome. I also need to do some editing. I'm falling really behind with my editing and uploading. I'm getting into a bit of a routine or schedule has been a bit tricky, so I need to do that. But yeah, I think that's all I have for you. I'm still reading Crooked Kingdom, but I just finished chapter 31. I'm not gonna say because like spoilers, but I'm getting scared. I'm getting really scared. I'm pretty sure I've heard that there is a death. I don't know who it is. I have my theories. But oh my god, I'm getting so scared. I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. So I have finished Crooked Kingdom. I have some thoughts. A lot of thoughts. Overall, I really enjoy it, and I get the hype around this series. Like, the characters are amazing. Anej is definitely my favorite, but I really love all of them. I will say I wish there was more of Kue. I wish we actually got it like from his perspective. He was barely in it, but whenever he was there, he made me laugh and he was really interesting, and I would have really liked to have a bit more from his perspective. There is a bathroom scene between Kaz and Anej, and that was one of my favorite scenes. I was also going to add that I really liked there was an opportunity in here for, so if you haven't read the book, one of the main characters, Kaz, he is a cripple, and there was an opportunity in here for him to heal his leg because there is magic in this world. That's not a spoiler. And that didn't happen, and I really liked that. I really liked that Lee Bakdugo didn't do that, because I feel like a lot of the time when there is a cripple in a fantasy world, I mean, there mostly never is a cripple in a fantasy world, they do get healed. I mean, I haven't read that many books where there are cripples, but I really liked it that didn't happen, and that she chose not to do that. I just really appreciated that. I am so glad that she's decided to continue on with the series. Like, how is this meant to be the end of this? Like, seriously, there are so many characters in this and so many directions it can go. Like, I'm so glad it's happening because it needs to happen. I will say that I do think the plot was a little bit underwhelming in this, and that I thought things happened too easily. I'm gonna try and be as vague as possible, but so that those who haven't read this don't know, but there is a character who was kidnapped in here, and I thought that character kind of got off a bit too easily. That character should have been tortured, or there was just little moments like that where I felt like things happened too easily for them. There was a character death, which I was mentioned before, and I did predict who was gonna die, so it didn't really hit me that hard. It was sad, but I think I knew just from like what I'd gathered online who was gonna die. But yeah, overall I loved this. I can't wait to see what she does next. The ending was really nice. That last scene with our favorites. And yeah, so that's done. Now I'm gonna go focus on Illuminate, and I also want to try and finish the original Grisha trilogy, because I think my King of Scars copy is gonna arrive like tomorrow, and to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna wait for Tone Topple to read it. I think I'm just gonna pick it up. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get all these Owls books done, because the Grishaverse has taken over and I didn't put any of them on my Owls TBR. So hey guys, it's Wednesday early evening and I finished a book. I managed to finish Illuminate by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I overall really enjoyed this book. I think I'm gonna give it like a 4 stars, like 4.25. I will say it took me like 100 pages to really get into the story. I was a little bit lost at first because it is a different format of storytelling. It just took a little bit of getting used to, and there were times throughout the story where the plot lost me a little bit, and I'd have to go back and read over things, but overall I really liked it. I thought it was a really unique way of storytelling. The story was kind of engaging. It wasn't a really unique story overall, I don't think, but I really enjoyed my time. I'm really excited to see where the series goes, because I know there's another 2 books in the series, and I think the next 2 books will lose new characters, so I'm curious. So I read this for Arithmancy, so this is my 3rd challenge for Owls done. I'm still in the process of reading The Guild of Wolves. Once I get this done, this is for herbology, so that'll be another one done. I have this much left, so I'm like halfway, and I did start reading the first couple of chapters of Golden Sun by Pierce Brown, and I really want to get onto this because my order for Morningstar should arrive next week, so I want to finish this week. The other book I've made progress on is Siege and Storm. I have read that much and I have that much left, so I'm over halfway. I'm really loving this. I love Nikolai. I don't remember any of this book. It feels like I'm reading it for the first time, honestly, and it's just, these books are just getting me hyped for King of Scars so bad, and I just love the world, and reading these and making all the connections to the other series, it's just, it makes it so much fun. This is why I love reading series. Like, how can you not? Hey guys, so it is now Friday. I can't remember when I last updated you, but I have finished a book. I finished The Guild of Wolves, and this was so disappointing. I don't even really know where to begin, and I'm so conflicted. So many people loved this book. I was feeling really hyped for it when I bought it, and that's why I brought it. And then as soon as I brought it, I started hearing a couple of things from some people that I kind of really trust and have pretty close taste in books too. One being Cody from Cody's book Connor. And then when I picked this up, I completely agree with what those people were saying. I was so confused I didn't understand the magic system. I didn't really understand the world, and even the plot I found confusing at times, and I couldn't follow what was going on. It felt like there were so many parts in the story I got to. It was like, did I like skip the previous chapter, or I don't know. I've looked up some reviews and some people love this book, and it kind of seems to be one of those books you either love and you get, or you hate, well not hate, but strongly dislike and don't understand. And I'm obviously in the latter category, but if you look up reviews on Goodreads, there's a lot of really good reviews that kind of explain in detail the issues a lot of people had with this book, and a lot of it's the same. I will say, I think this book did a really good job with diversity. There are multiple diverse characters in this, especially in race and also in sexuality. The characters were also really entertaining. I really love Sophia and Hypnos the best. I didn't like Severon, who's the main character, unfortunately. I don't know what I'm gonna rate this, but I'm definitely not gonna continue on with the series. If you've watched my previous videos, you will know that I usually read the first 2 books in the series. I think that usually gives me a better idea of the series, but for this, I just know I'm not going to continue on. But I did start another book. I started Wicked, and I'm like 70 something pages into it, and so far so good. It's got that like classic kind of fairy tale. I had no idea this was actually written in 1995. I mean, it makes sense because the musical was what, really popular, or came out in the 2000s, late 2000s, I guess. But I didn't really realize how old this book was, so I could have actually used this for that prompt that was for History of Magic, to read a book that's over 10 years old. But anyway, I'm just doing this for retelling. I haven't read enough to really get an opinion on it. I'm really enjoying though of how much in depth it goes into the world of Oz. Like, it talks about all the different countries and, you know, different sorts of people of those countries. Like, one of the things I love about fantasy books is how it really dives into different countries and their, you know, their beliefs, their politics, their kind of general way of life, and how it differs from all the other countries. I just find it really fascinating. So I really liked how the Gregory Maguire's kind of expanded what we know of the world of Oz. I do have to say, I've never actually read the original Wizard of Oz, and I kind of regret now picking this up before I'd done that, because it would be really great to compare them to the two. So I kind of want to pick up the Wizard of Oz shortly after I finish this, but I probably won't be able to get to that until May because my TBR for this month is crazy. Oh, the other thing I was going to say was I was expecting my books to arrive today, or like today or yesterday, from Book Depository. One of them being King of Scars, and there has been no book mail. So I don't know what's going on. I'm kind of disappointed because I was really looking forward to it. So it's Friday, so I probably won't get anything until the beginning of next week, and hopefully it all just like turns up at the one time. So having said that, I actually haven't finished Season Storm. I'm still listening to the audiobook. I'm nearly done though, and then I'll get on to Ruin and Rising. So hopefully it will kind of like perfectly align, and then I'll be ready for King of Scars when it comes. I kind of realize now I should have probably put King of Scars in my TBR for Tome Topple, because that starts tomorrow, and so I'm gonna have to start prioritizing those books as well. I'm just in the mood where I want to really read all the books, and I'm just being unrealistic. The other book I have to update you on is Golden Sun. So I decided I'm gonna take my time with this one and just read like 30 pages or so a day. I've like tapped it all until I finish, because I haven't gotten a Morningstar yet, and I don't want to like rush my way through this and then kind of wait for Morningstar. I want to kind of read it consistently, because I really love this, and it is so heavy on the world building, and there are so many characters that like even when I picked this up and it was only a few days after I'd finished Red Rising, I had to kind of refresh my memory on some of the characters. One character in particular, Tactus, I was getting confused with Titus because in the first book there's Tactus and Titus, and just because their names are similar and their characters are also kind of similar, it kind of took me a little while to wrap my head around who he was or who he is. So that's kind of just why I want to read consistently, and we've already been introduced to a whole bunch of new characters, so I want to read it slowly so that I can just really follow it and really enjoy it. And I also want to savor it because I'm really loving this. It's actually Friday evening now, like early evening. I don't know when I'm gonna finish tonight, so I think tonight, I haven't read my 30 pages of Golden Sun, so I'll read my 30 pages of Golden Sun tonight. I'm gonna try and make my way through as much of Wicked as possible. I don't really want to say I'm going to finish it because this is actually a pretty big book, and like I said, I'm only 70 pages in and it's nearly 500 pages. It's like 490 something, so I don't really kind of want to put the goal on, but if I can get halfway or over halfway, that would be so good, and then I'll finish it tomorrow because tomorrow Chung Top will start. And so what I'm thinking is I'm going to start with the book I'm most excited for Chung Topple, and that is this Chunky Monkey, The Priory of the Orange Tree. I am so excited to get to this. And I'm hearing mixed things. Like overall people are enjoying it, but it doesn't seem to be getting 5 stars. This just sounds like exactly like my kind of book. I love books and stories that follow queens or princesses and them being in the ruling position. We honestly don't get them enough. One of my favorite series is The Girl of Fire and Thorns, and I highly recommend that if you like princesses or queens like in ruling positions, because that has it. Hey guys, so it's actually Monday morning now, and I did already wrap up this vlog, but I accidentally deleted the footage. So this week I actually managed to finish 4 books, which I'm pretty pleased with, but I was kind of hoping to read more considering how much time I have at the moment, but oh well. So these are the 4 books I managed to finish. The first one I managed to finish was Crooked Kingdom, which I gave 4.5 stars to. Then I finished The Gilded Wolves, and I gave like I think it's like 1.5 stars for me, but I gave it 1 star on Goodreads. And then I finished Illuminae, which I gave 4 stars, and I gave Siege and Storm, my last book, which was a reread for me, 4 stars. So I'm pretty happy with that. And these 2 were for Owls. So Illuminae was for Arithmancy, which was read a book by multiple authors, and The Gilded Wolves was read a book with a plant on the cover, and that was for herbology. So because of these, I have finished 4 books for the Owls. I was kind of hoping to be halfway by now, since we are kind of at the halfway point, but oh well. I am in the middle of a bunch of books though, so I am in the progress of reading Red Rising. I'm reading about 30 to 40 pages a day. I'm really enjoying this so far. It has been, the beginning has been a bit slow like Red Rising was, but it's really where I'm at. It's really starting to pick up, and I think it's going to get to the point very soon where I'm not going to want to put this down. I'm also in the middle of Wicked. I've actually nearly finished this. I only have just over 100 pages of this, so I'll definitely knock this out soon. And these 2 are another 2 books for the Owls. So once I get these done, that will be 6 books of the Owls completed. The other book I have started is this massive chunk, and that is The Priory of the Orange Tree. I'm just reading 100 pages a day, and then I'm going to finish it at the end of the week. So and this book is for Chung Topple. So far I'm like still getting into it, so there's a lot of world building and I'm really intrigued. So that's it for this week. I'm sorry if this video isn't the best. Like I said, I did lose footage. My last clip wasn't the only clip I lost. I'm hoping the video is coherent. There's a possibility it isn't, but we'll have to see. And yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you are enjoying whatever you are currently reading, and I'll see you next time.